On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12, second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On second down, it's Robinson, and he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first carry now for Thompson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On the carry.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run here with Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Texans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
The tackle.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And it's 3rd down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle made by
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Minshew sets to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Minshew's pass, intended for Tyler Eifert, incomplete. It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get his running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Will Fuller.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
47's the mic. Yeah, that's what I do.
Back to throw, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Robinson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Cobb to return. Gets around him. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Watson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now it's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
First down.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
Complete.
Good catch there by Randall Cobb. We know him as a longtime Packer who spent last season in Dallas. Now he brings his veteran presence to Houston. He can help the young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, continue to develop.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
And 2.
Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here, the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Jaguars.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Switch 3, 218, jump. Hey, 1.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And a Jaguar first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It'll be Minshew again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
On the set. In your face. 198.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
For DJ Chark, incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
46
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we go for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse it through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Back to the air, Watson on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Watson on the keeper. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks. Faking the give. Now Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
47 the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Another try after the first down sack. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
That's to his running back, complete. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Jaguars 16, Texans 8.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mental.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
44, Mike, 44. No game on this defense, no game.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
There's a good catch by David Johnson. Good enough for a first down. And remember, come out of the University of Northern Iowa. He had played receiver his first couple of years in college before shifting to running back. Used to seeing the ball in the air. And when he's on his game, he's an excellent pass receiver.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Okay,
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And here's Watson on the keeper. Oh, a heck of a move. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Watson now operating from the gun, being chased out left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards that time.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Jaguars 23, Texans 16. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson flushed out right. And incomplete.
Watson.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Come on with it, man. Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to get...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Complete to number
DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jags, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.